Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. Doing a card of the day again. I'm using the Ciro Marchetti Legacy deck. Flex it a little bit here. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Alright, so I've cleared and partly shuffled this deck. I'm going to shuffle it a little bit more. It took me like 4 or 5 tries to clear it. It's being extremely difficult. I don't know why sometimes the deck just doesn't want to clear. I think it was this deck, though, the first time I had a really hard time clearing a deck. It was because one of the cards was backwards, but not so much. Sometimes I have to recut it, and sometimes I have to do my little recitation over again, or sometimes I just have to say clear repeatedly and smack the halves of it together again. I do have a video on clearing your deck, so you can see how I do that if you want to. But it really depends on the sound of the cards smacking together that tells me whether it's cleared or not. And it's weird and frustrating when it doesn't work. Okay. Okay. Let's see. It's a little I'm sick break and I needed my paper towel. Okay. We'll do the water here for a second. I'm recording this in the evening and I'm using my water because I don't think people want to see me drinking a beer on YouTube right now. Okay. So I'm going to get a card for the day. Alright. What have we here? The moon. Okay, so this popped out when I clapped the decks together and it finally cleared. I actually was, let me see what the bottom of the deck is. Strength, okay. I keep expecting the devil card to pop out, I don't know why. Okay, so the moon. Clearly, today is the 9th and tomorrow is the full moon, according to the calendar. So we're getting right in there. The 9th, and we have card number 18, so we've got a doubling effect. Alright. She moves in mysterious ways. And there's a little crab in the water here. Probably. I think people usually say the moon is the card of Pisces, but there's always a crab in it, so there's Cancerian energy, which has to do with the water. Okay. So we have, I'm hearing roll tide, rip tide, roll with the tides. The surf is coming in. There's a moon out tonight. It's a song from the 50s. Look it up. Oh, that's weird. There's two thoughts on pillars. That looks really weird. There's like a really odd transition from their chest into the pillar. It's like weird and boxy. I don't know if you can see that. And 2 dogs here looking a lot like Anubis. And they've got a chain across them with the moon phases. You will not have access to the freedoms that the moon can bring you unless you face a reckoning. One of these dogs is quiet and the other one is howling at the moon. There's a Kansas song where one of the lyrics is you're always howling at the moon. I believe it's on the Left Overture album, but I don't know which song it is. Okay. Okay, so it's like there's a lot of people who are sick right now. So in order to clear your throat chakra, you need to be able to face uh, your karma to date and uh, fully explore the depths of your emotions in order to bring yourself up out of them uh, the way so that you're not drowning in them, that you can sort of bask on the shore in the like silky silvery light of the moon. It's like being caressed by these sort of like silken mist instead of being waterlogged. Uh, you have to, okay, so instead of fighting your emotions, you need to let them wash through you and experience them. There isn't a way to avoid it anymore at this point. It's 1, 10, 20. So you have to, so we have the Magician, the Wheel, and Karma. So it's really time to not avoid emotions. You're gonna have weird old memories popping up, and some of them might be triggering, but you need to be able to sort of look at them and say, who was I when that happened? What state of mind was I in? Like, oh my God, what kind of a person was I, like 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago? What was I going through? Why did I do these things? And then just let it go. Let it wash away with the outgoing tide, and then you'll be able to walk into that's like crystal sand. You know, like in a really tiny sand. Not the like as tiny as the colored sand in the little jars, but like a little Zen garden with the little rake that's like, it's like as big as the card, the little mini ones, and it's just really fine, and you can like comb the sand. So that's what you'd be walking onto. That would be sort of what this lady is sitting on, except that it's drawn as like the side of a pool. Okay, so it's emotional cleansing, and this is getting long. So information. And I'm still working on my art catalog. I might do a catalog for the readings, but you can still see the full list of stuff in the uh, description box for the infomercial video. And I did reorganize that description box so that it's more concise and easier to read. So you can buy readings, you can buy art, you can buy merch. Alright, good luck with that moon. Bye!